It's time to get back to planting seeds. The whole purpose of this video, I thought I'd do the repotting, a quick repotting at the start of this video, and I have lots of time for planting seeds. And of course, you know me, I took way too long to plant that little ficus, but it's off to a good start. So I'm going to get more seeds planted today, the ones that are soaking in the bucket. I've got a tray here with some used bonsai soil in it, so I'll just top it up, get it to the right planting height. Okay, I think that'll do for planting, and then I can add a little more soil on top. My seeds I'll be planting today are soaking in this bucket. I've got almond, cork oak, ginkgo, and European pine nuts. Right here. So all these are in like a shell, a tough shell. And if you soak them long enough, water penetrates into the middle and the shell kind of disintegrates. But if you open it up, it certainly speeds up germination. So I'm going to take the shell off a lot of these nuts. You know, some of them have sunk already, so that means they've probably got water inside to the interior, but it's still hard for the seedling to break out of a hard nut shell. So I'm going to crack them open, and for that, I guess I need nutcrackers. I thought about using the nutcrackers that are in the kitchen, but I thought I better not. So I've got these curved pliers that I think will do the job quite nicely. I'll get all the nuts out of the bucket and into my colander here. So these seeds, I don't really need any labels on them because they're all very distinct. Like oak trees are easy to tell apart from ginkgos and pines. So I don't think I need to do any labeling. There's a look at all the seeds I have, so I'll get cracking. I'll try to be very careful when I'm cracking the shells open that I don't disturb the seed inside. Well, the outer husk is definitely softened up on these almonds. It's almost like rubber. Okay, I'm getting it open now. Maybe a little more persuasion. It's like opening the nuts at Christmas. You don't want the nuts flying everywhere when they suddenly crack open. My pliers aren't quite big enough to get around. There I go. That got it open. And there it is. There is the almond seed in it. Now that one looks very shriveled up. I don't think that's viable. I'll put it in water and soak it for a bit and see if it swells up, but I don't think it will. Let's try another one. Yeah, this one is a lot tougher. I think that was a bad seed. It was rotted out or something. This one is very tough. This also has a hammer on it. I might have to hammer these. Again, I gotta be careful not to damage the seed inside. I think I might have, shoot. But you know what? I can try eating it. These are supposed to be bitter almonds and not really edible. But yeah, see, I've kind of ruined that seed. I'm gonna try it. It's got a very, very strong almond taste to it. Like almost like almond extract. But edible. I mean, actually quite good. Yeah. Too bad I wrecked that seed. That was a good one. But it's also kind of nice to eat it. Let's try another. I gotta have success eventually. Oh, that didn't work well. Look at that. It just broke the seed in half. However, gives me some more food. Yeah, I kind of like the taste of these almonds. They're really strong, but really quite good. I don't know what to do here. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to plant the almonds without breaking the case open. It'll eventually rot away. I'll just have to be patient. It'll probably take a long time. Hopefully the squirrels won't get it in the meantime. So I'm planting them pointy and down. That's the way they would drop off the tree, so. Okay. That's it. One more almond and that's the last one. Okay, so the next one, I'm going to try these oaks. I'm going to see if I can get it open or at least cracked a bit. Some of these oaks soften up quite well when they're put in water. Like this one's quite soft, but it doesn't look good inside. You can see it's kind of black inside. I don't think that's a viable seed. No, it's not. It smells funky too. That's not a good one. Let's try this one. It's soft on the outside. It's cracking a little bit. There, I got it started. Oh, this isn't looking so good either. It's black inside. I don't know, I'm going to try breaking it open and see if there's like a fleshy nut inside. No, it's soft. It's no good. It's very soft. Has a mildewy smell. That's no good. I found with acorns the best method is when they're naturally falling off the tree, you collect them, ones that are on the ground, and then you plant them almost right away. You know, put them in soil. You can even put them in the fridge, stratify them. But even if you don't stratify them, usually they germinate. So this one, it's also no good. See, it's all moldy inside. Well, that's no good. Okay, well, let's go on to the pine nuts. Let's see what they're like. Not having much luck with the oaks. Here's one that's just naturally cracked open. Okay, inside I have a soft, dried up thing. That's not viable. I'll try another one. So maybe these ones that are cracked open aren't any good. Maybe they need to be sealed. Okay, so there's nothing inside that one. It's just all shriveled up. Not too bad. I'll keep trying. It might be a good idea if you collect seeds just to break a few open and see what's inside. Here's one that's full inside, but again, it's soft. It's no living. Yeah, it's just a rotted shell of a seed. That's no good. Let's try a ginkgo. Try cracking open ginkgo here. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, that one was good. You can see, I think I damaged it, but you can see the leaves, the leafy green inside. So the ginkgos are definitely viable. So I'm going to plant the ginkgos. Again, I think I'll just damage them if I try and crack the shells open. I mean, I could sand them down, but I'll just leave them in the soil to kind of self-decompose. And someday I'll get little ginkgos growing. So I'll just plant them around the almonds. And these ones I'm putting, there's a pointy end and then the end that was attached to the tree or the fruit. So I'm putting the pointy end down. And the reason I'm fussy is that if the seed's sideways, you get the plant growing up one side and the root growing down the other, and you get this kind of S-shaped curve in the tree. It goes away with time, but it's nicer to start out with a nice straight tree where the root's going down and the plant's going up and there's no funny wiggles in it. I'll plant a few, the opposite way just to try some different techniques. Speaking of ginkgos, I didn't have much luck with my other ginkgo. I'll show you what it looks like. Here's my ginkgo. It's way over here, and I caught the borers on the very first day they showed up, and I got a needle with my dormant oil mixture in it, which is vegetable oil and dish soap and water, and I squirted it into the holes. And the funny thing is that I would squirt it in one hole and it would shoot out another hole on the tree, which is kind of strange. I almost shot myself in the face the one time. So I caught them as early as I could, and that mixture certainly killed anything that was living in there. I even saw some beetles backing out of their holes, and then they died shortly after. So the top of the tree isn't looking very good. If you can see it here. Yeah, it's a little discolored. However, down lower there are some fairly good looking leaves on it. So it is possible it could recover. I've never had a tree survive boring insects before. If this survives, it'll be the first. And I think because they've attacked the ginkgo once, I think I'll have to put a coating of Vaseline on the trunk. So if any insects land on the trunk, they'll just get stuck to the Vaseline and they'll die rather than boring into the trunk. So I'm going to try that if the tree lives. It's part of bonsai. I've talked to other people about it, and it's just, it's like your worst fear. I don't mind killing a tree because I pruned the roots too much, or if I left it outside in the cold or something, then well, it's my fault. But when you get insects attacking that kill it that quickly, it's heartbreaking. And it happens. It's just, you just gotta put the tree aside and go on, and be thankful that maybe it killed one or two trees in your collection, but the others are safe. So stuff happens in bonsai that's just, you can't control it. But this video is about creating trees, starting new trees, not about gloom and doom and death. So let's get back to planting. I gave up growing horse chestnuts as bonsai for that very reason. The borers, they just always attack my horse chestnuts, and it wouldn't be right away. Maybe I've developed the tree for 10 years and then the borers come in and they kill it. So I've just kind of said no to horse chestnuts now, even though I really like them as bonsai. Okay, so we were cracking stuff open. I got my ginkgos planted. I'm still trying to find a viable pine nut. That one's no good. It's all moldy. Huh. Try another oak. No, see, that's all moldy inside. That's no good. Too bad. This one's cracked. I don't think it'll be good. No, that one's no good either. So maybe some of these pine nuts that are very small, I don't know. Nah, they don't look good either. Oh, that one does. There's one that's good. So I'll plant that. I'm going to keep half the shell on. Plant that one. That was a good one. That one's no good. It's hollow inside. Here's another oak. That's all black and moldy. No good. I should have known. I left this bucket outside. Oh, that one looked good. Look at that. It had a bit of mold, but it looked pretty good. I'm going to try and get it out. I'm going to try planting it. It's not the greatest looking, but who knows? It's worth a shot. So maybe there is some viable oaks in here. There's one I can crack open by hand. That one's all kind of moldy. That's no good. But the ones that are intact, maybe they have a good, that one rattles. It might have a good seed inside. That one doesn't. I'll plant them anyway. We'll just see. You never know. Again, I'll point them with the top of the acorn up, just like they'd fall off the tree. It's a general rule of thumb I use. Okay, and then I got a whole bunch of, there's another little almond. I'll put that in there. And then a whole bunch of pine nuts, which I'll just throw on the surface here. And if they germinate, they germinate. If they don't, they don't. It becomes compost. Okay, so I'll put a layer of soil on top now and just kind of cover all the seeds up. One thing I've learned today is I really like those almonds. They were just lots of flavor. Holy. I've never really had a nut with that strong a flavor before. Most nuts are quite mild. But that had a real almond flavor. Just like almond extract, like I said. Really good. Okay, I think that's good. I'll give it a nice watering now. Well, that is well watered. Okay. Well, grow little seeds, grow. This squirrel buffet here will definitely have to go in the greenhouse. I think this seed tray is strong enough I don't need anything underneath. I've still got hundreds of seeds to plant, but I'm going to have to end the video series with this video. I've got so much other bonsai work to do. I've got repotting, I've got pruning. So I'll still be doing seeds, but I'll do it maybe at the end of some of the videos. And then I'll show you what germinates, and we'll follow along all these seedlings and their progress. That's all for today. I'm Nigel Saunders. Thanks for joining me in the Bonsai Zone.